and welcome to another video from oorail. So, hi, my name is John. I run the oorail channel. I've been doing it now for well over 7 years, and we've got over 1 million views, almost 5,000 subscribers, and we have over 4 million minutes served up of videos. So I guess folks like to watch the videos. I'm really happy that folks have gotten back into the hobby, have started the hobby, and even started their own YouTube channels because of this channel. It's actually quite humbling, actually, when we consider the amount of people that watch the videos and so on. So this is a quick video. First of all, I'll say thank you to all our subscribers, and a quick hello. I know a lot of times you see my hands, but rarely my face, so I thought I'd say hello and let folks see what's going on here. So for 2019, we're going to try and reboot the channel a little bit. We have a new series coming out, which will be coming out right after this video, which is basically sharing your model railway. So we get asked quite a bit how we do things, like how we film, how we edit, how we do certain things, and what equipment you need to buy and so on. So when we first started off, we just used some very basic camcorder and iMovie with a laptop. I think it was an old MacBook. And if you go watch my very first video, which we'll put a card in above there so you can see it, basically you can see it was just a bit of try-on track and move back and forth, and you can tell from the little kind of film reel effect that it was basically whatever iMovie effect was there. And didn't even speak on the video. I think it took like 2 months before I said anything on the video. It was just all text and so on. So you can start off whatever way you want, and obviously things grew and grew and grew. So one of the reasons why you want to start your own YouTube channel is basically just to share the videos and share your experience. I'm here in the United States, and where I'm located, there's not too many people interested in British small railways, but by using YouTube I can reach thousands and thousands of people all around the world, and they can enjoy the layout as well as see how I do things, and maybe get some inspiration or learn some new skills. So that's what we're going to continue with the series. You'll see in the next video. Basically, we'll show you how we do some professional photo shoots and how to build like a photo light box. We'll also, after that video, I'll upload a second video in the series that will show you how we actually film that video, so you can get an idea of what goes into it and so on. So other things we've got going on the channel, obviously we're going to continue Loco Works Wednesdays. I'm going to try to upload them every week. It's quite difficult with Loco Works Wednesday because you can film it and it can go any different way. I'd take a loco, might repair it, and then it might have a problem, or it might have a problem that it can't quite repair in the couple hours I've set aside to film it. So hopefully you guys will enjoy those videos. I have quite a lot of locos, and locos that need maintenance and repair and so on. So if there's a specific loco you'd like us to tackle first, there's a good chance that we have it. So maybe just put it in the comments below. If it's a ring-field motor that you're having a problem with, or something else, we'll try to fix it. Other videos are coming out. Oh, we're going to continue the 3D printing as well, right? So we'll do the 3D printing repairs and components. So if we can't fix something or can't find parts for it, we'll go and fabricate them with the 3D printer and then make those available through Trackside 3D. So hopefully we're kind of changing the hobby a little bit there for the better. Tech Tuesday is coming back. I know lots of people have asked us about the Arduino project. All of that code is still available up on GitHub. You can go to GitHub, I think .com/oorail, and all the scripts and stuff are there for that. We're actually going to integrate it with a bunch of other things, especially the ESP8266 platform for doing like wireless control of point motors, signals, and some other stuff, as well as getting train state on your DC or DCC layout. So you should be able to track it as it moves around the layout, which is going to be kind of cool. So I've got lots of those projects. I've got a ton of components sitting in a bucket on the ground here. So that stuff is all in progress, and it's just a matter of me finding time to put it together. I think the next Tech Tuesday video will come out later this month, and I can't guarantee that I'll be able to do it every week, but maybe every 2 weeks once we get it rolling. So if Tech Tuesday is something you'd like me to prioritize over Loco Works Wednesday, just let me know in the comments, and we'll try to work that out. We're going to continue our Trackside 3D 3D printing. Trackside 3D was a little experiment we did last year to see if people are interested in being able to download the STL files and 3D print the stuff themselves. I get quite a lot of interesting comments from people who don't want to do the 3D printing but want the actual items, especially our cable trunking. So we're going to put those up on Shapeways. I can't guarantee that the pricing is going to be really competitive just because of the way Shapeways price things. If you buy the 3D printer yourself and 3D print it, it's like pennies, where Shapeways is going to cost you a couple of pounds. So it's up to you depending on what you want to do and what you want to invest your money, but we will make it available. I'm actually in the process of rebuilding the Trackside 3D website on Shopify, so it's going to look a lot more professional, a lot more finished products on it, and going through all of the product information and so on for the existing products, and then we've got about 50 to 100 new products that I need to package up and make available for download. So give me a couple of days, maybe a week, but we'll get those rolling. Other things, the layout itself is quite extensive. I'm going to do a separate video with a tour, but basically this section of the layout that you see over here, which is phase 2, needs an upper level that's kind of half complete. So I'm going to be working on that. There's a big bridge project for that kind of inner circle that runs around there. That needs to be 3D printed, so that will be a project, and we'll try to do some videos on that so you can see the progress of it. The Brewery Road part of the layout, which is basically the transition section where you've seen a lot of the Christmas videos for the Advent calendar, as well as some of the 3D printing videos are all filmed over there. That I'm actually working on pretty comprehensively. So a lot of the 3D printing products that you're going to see coming out were actually to help me finish that part of the layout. I've got a pretty cool petrol station sorted out, so we'll do a video on that pretty soon. Not just the canopy, but I actually got the building sorted out as well. You'll see that in the next 3D printing update. Working on a post office and a station, as well as a station canopy, as well as if you've noticed in our back scenes video, I'll put the link above there in a card, but basically the back scenes video, that section of the layout has 2 different ID back scenes, and so we needed something to kind of mask the transition between the two. So I'm actually currently working on 3D printing something for that, and we'll give you an idea for that in a layout update video pretty soon. So that section and this section here are going to be the main areas of focus for the next couple of months. I do have some lighting that we're going to install over the Chippenham junction in the original part, as well as a whole bunch of track that I need to fix over there. So we'll give you some updates on that in the near future as well. So we're going to try to work on each section of the layout at least once or twice a week and do some update videos when we get a chance. I've been asked a lot of times for more beginner videos. So we have our Getting Started with Mile Railways, which is one of our most popular videos, and you can find the link above. Basically, it's a crash course. I did it years and years ago, basically trying to explain everything that you need to know if you're a beginner, and it's part of a playlist which some folks find kind of useful and so on. So hopefully we'll do some more beginner videos. I know people want to know about the baseboards and they keep asking about the baseboards, so we'll do some videos on the baseboards as well as the lighting and some of the track laying stuff. Let's see, my demographic for this channel, it's a bit strange. So before I did the 3D printing, about 90% of the viewers were over the age of 50. Since I've done the 3D printing, it's kind of dropped it down a little bit. I think some younger viewers have started actually watching it. But one of the things that a lot of people have been asking me for is more Triang videos. So I now have the Triang loop over there, and also have, which is like super 4-track, I think. And then I have the original part on the very first video that's still there, which is series 3-track. So folks wanted to see more older Triang locos running around. I still have the Triang Line Brothers controllers here from the 1960s, the ones that you turn on and leave a very strange hum where you think you're going to get electrocuted. But we've got a brand new one that's in here in really good condition. So we'll do some videos on the Triang stuff as well, and hopefully that'll keep people happy. Running sessions, people have asked me to do live streaming and running sessions, so I've actually got over here the server working for the live streaming with Open Broadcast. So I will try to figure out a time that we can do some live streaming running sessions, and I'm going to try to put together a list of the locos that we have, so people can like pre-request stuff ahead of time. I might just do a theme, might do like 9Fs or 8Fs or freight or something like that, and let folks do that. I've got some camera mounts that we've put around the layout so that we can do live streaming from multiple cameras. So hopefully we'll get that going here pretty soon. If that's something you'd like to see before some of the other videos, let me know, and that's where I'll prioritize the time. Other things that we've got going on, we've kind of been decorating the place a bit. You can't really see it in this section, but when I do a tour video, the stairwell down here to the basement has quite a lot of railway memorabilia on the wall and stuff like that. And one of the things I've picked up recently, and it's kind of a good way to decorate, are these press photos. Basically these are kind of large scale photographs, professional photographs that were taken for different events around the world. Sometimes they're here in the States, some of them are in the UK, especially when the locos are visiting. This one's from London, King Cross, from a few years ago. And sometimes they'll have the information on the back. This one's blank. But you can buy these on eBay, and they're original press photos. They're one of a kind. You can't really scan them in and use them for your website or anything like that, but what you can do is frame them up and hang them on the wall, and they look real nice. One that I really liked, that I picked up recently, was the very last, I think, steam locomotive that was built by the British Transport Commission in Swindon, and this is from 19th of March 1960. So you can see there's a stamp on it. Oops, did it the wrong way. It's from the Daily Telegraph, and you can see it has the snippet from the newspaper itself. Has some identifying marks and so on. You can see people have written on it. Obviously, this is from a working newspaper, but the photograph itself is actually in pretty good shape. If I tilt it a little bit, you can see there's some creases on it. But these go for about anywhere from $5, $10 to £25, or sorry, $25 a pop. And what's interesting, I got these from a company in Iceland, which was a bit weird, but took a couple of weeks for them to show up. But you can see there. These are kind of unique photographs, and they make an interesting addition to the frame, or to the railway room. One of the things I've got are some frames I got from Walmart. They're glass, kind of floating, and we'll show you that in a tour in the near future. So one of the other things people asked was how we get the information for doing the 3D printing stuff. So obviously I'm here in the States, and we're 3D printing stuff that doesn't exist anymore. We're 3D printing stuff that's obviously in the UK, and so we do it a couple of different ways. We get some design documents, and we find out who the manufacturers are, and they typically have specifications and documentation that they would usually use to sell to railways. So we get some of the information from there. Some of the information we get from photos. Some of them we buy historical documents, like this one here. I've got so many of these things, it's not even funny. I have like 50, 60 of these things. You just pick them up on eBay. You usually go for a couple of dollars, and they have very valuable information in them. Some of the stuff we've picked up from books, so we've figured it out from photographs and comparing stuff, like this book here. It's quite helpful. Got lots of photos and stuff like that in it, as you can see. Well recommend. You can get these on eBay as well. It's Strathwood, I think, is the publisher. But the most interesting thing that we do is actually buy the physical objects. Right? So obviously I can't get locomotives and stuff like that, but this is actually a lamp that was used by British Rail, I think in the 60s and 70s. It's got a patent number on the side, and so what I physically do is basically take the measurements off of it, dump it into Blender, and 3D scale it down, and 3D print it. So that's that. There's one more thing we'll show you, because we didn't just stop at the lamps. Alright, so I'm back with one more thing, by the way. Tottenham Hotspur play later today, so hopefully they'll win. I'll be watching the match. I think it starts around 8:30 this morning, American time. So anyway, this is a level crossing sign, and it's pretty heavy. It's decent size, but basically we've got some signage, and you can see it's the real thing. And bought this off of eBay, and of course we can go and take the measurements off of it and look at it in some detail. You can see there it's kind of raised and so on. So obviously by taking the measurements off of this sign, we can approximate other signs and so on, and get it as accurate as possible for trackside 3D. So anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed this quick video. It would end up me rambling a little longer than I thought I was going to, but yeah, so that's it for now. We've got some locos coming in. We'll do some reviews, maybe, and release some running sessions. Need to do a lot of ballasting over on this part of the track. Fix the point work that was causing some problems, and we'll have a video on that as well. There's plenty of stuff to be doing, and plenty of videos coming. So if you guys have any requests, please just put it in the comments below, and we'll try to get to it when we can. Alright, so that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thought I'd say a quick hello, and until next time.